Movie making was my passion. Dam burst, 2.5 million people will die. That article touched me a lot. So that spark for a subject on dam came to my mind. Then the research started from there. Titanic inspired me a lot. They all think that India is full of slums. That is not the thing. In whichever angle you look at it, we are richer than anyone in the world.
Someone will be coming from the east.
Yeah, very good because we never expected that Mumbai media will come for the press meet in this massive scale. Okay, but it was quite interesting and it's a huge turnout, and everyone liked it. The response is very good because they all have now a lot of expectation about the movie, and of course we have done our level best to make this an epic one. Movie making was my passion. So after taking my diploma in film direction and production, I decided to go for a movie. So I cannot make a number of movies because my basic field is not this one. I am basically a ship designer. So I had to invest my time. So I decided, okay, when I go for a subject, instead of going for just an entertainment movie, go for a serious subject, internationally acceptable. So I was searching for a subject. All of a sudden, one day I read an article about Mullaperia dam issue. Because I am staying very close to this dam, and if this dam burst, 2.5 million people will die. So maybe I will also be a victim. So that article touched me a lot. So that spark for a subject on dam came to my mind. Then the research started from there. Then for the research ended up in the Bankiao Dam disaster. Which is supposed to be the world's largest man-made disaster, which most of us never knew about that. And in the Bankiao Dam disaster in 75, 250,000 people got killed, which is more than the Hiroshima Nagasaki disaster. Then we came to know that Bankiao and Mullaperia got the same capacities, almost similar. But Mullaperia Dam is situated almost 7 times more. In the altitude of Mullaperia is almost 7 times. That means the disaster potential is much higher than Bankiao. So I decided this is the subject. So from there I started developing the thing. But initially we made a documentary, but that documentary won almost 20 international awards so far. I don't think any other documentaries from India got that many international awards. That means that subject is very relevant. Especially we got almost 12 awards from the US alone, because US got the maximum number of dams in the world. So then that confidence also was there. Now I think because instead of the documentary will not reach the public that much, but a feature film with a good, very good subject, very good love story or something, just like Titanic. Okay, Titanic inspired me a lot. I don't no doubt about that, because I'm basically a mariner. So I think I have seen it maybe 20 times or 30 times. I don't know. So many times I have watched it. So I decided, okay, a very good love story should be behind this one. Then I decided, instead of telling just a love story, should have some research on that also. Then the theme came that it's a voyage through the 9 forms of lost love, because movies all are about number 9. So our research found out that your love you can lose in 9 ways. So we have we have segregated that 9 forms, and 2 characters in this movie, they are passing through all these 9 forms of lost love. No, everything is interlinked. For example, if you know the movie, you can watch it from 9 angles. It is up to your perspective, which perspective you want to watch it. For a normal person, it is just a dam disaster movie. From the beginning onwards, we are talking about, because the characters, they are moving towards the dam. Okay, because they are mariners. Basically, the main characters, they are all mariners. The movie starts with they are sailing in the ship, and they are coming back to their city without knowing the disaster. And they are coming close to the dam, then the dam burst happens, and the climax starts from there. But if you look at it from the mariners angle, it's a mariners story, because the characters are mariners. We are showing the life of mariners, and also the ship what we are showing in the movie, it is supposed to be the biggest floating object ever shown in any movie, and it is going to enter the Guinness Book of World Records. And fortunately, for all the audience, this for the first time the audience they get a chance to see such a huge ships. Such ships can never come to any port in the world. They always stay in the mid-sea, and even the shooting was done in the mid-sea. So one way you can, because otherwise if this movie is not done, nobody will ever get a chance to see the interior of a tank, big huge tanker, 330,000 tonner. And that perspective is the Mariners movie. If you look at it from the music angle, it's a musical movie. There are 9 songs in the movie, and you will never realize that if you are not looking from the musical angle, you will never realize that it's a musical movie. Everything is merged together. If you look at it from the astrological point of view, it's an astrological based movie, because from the beginning till the end, astrology is playing a role. If you look at it from the Navarasa point of view, we are telling the story through 9 characters. Each character is representing each rasa. So it's a Navarasa based movie. So it is up to you in which perspective you want to watch the movie.
Are you crying for me? Or are you crying for your dad?
No, actually that was not the issue. Actually, when we started the movie, one of the great artists in India, Mr. Tilagan, was doing one of the roles in the movie. But unfortunately, Tilagan had a fight with their association, Actors Association, and he was banned from acting. And the issue started from there. And after 4 days of shoot, we had to replace him. Okay, because we told him we cannot, because if he is acting, none of the association members will cooperate. We cannot stop the project like that. So we had to replace Mr. Tilakan with Mr. Rajit Kapoor. That is the main issue happened. It was it was a big issue in the media. Okay, so that was the main problem we faced initially in the shoot. But we had so many other issues also. But we could overcome everything, and the destiny of the movie was decided. Personally, the most challenging part was the shoot on board the ship. Because we had to travel daily 3 hours after the immigration check, everything, to reach the ship. Such a huge ship, very dangerous, because it's very expensive also. Almost $4 million we spent to for the entire shoot on board the ship, because we had, it's a 10-day shoot only, but 30 days it took for the gas freeing operation, 40 days charter rates, so lot of expense was there. But maritime industry supported us for getting that ship. Then we had to finish the shoot in 10 days. That was the challenging part, but we completed everything. And also the most interesting part there was the entire crew on board. They were Pakistanis, and they all acted in this movie. And actually they made food for us, and it's just a very you cannot explain it, how the Indians and Pakistanis, they stayed together in a ship, and they just like in a family. And we never feel the difference, the political issues between India and Pakistan that time. That was the most challenging part, but time consuming ways, if you are asking me, I can say that post production, the 2D to 3D conversion and the special effects, no doubt about that, because even the project got delayed by 6 months just because of these special effects. Otherwise we were planning to release it 6 months before, but since initially we decided to do the post production abroad. But if you are doing at least a small part abroad, we can never say that it's a Indian made in India movie. But we ultimately we decided, okay, no, we should do it in India if we have the potential, and we identified the right people, and they did it very beautifully, and now the project is complete.
It's my fate. No, our fate.
And actually, the release plan is there, because we have a big, we need to cover almost 200 countries. So we have a big market distribution plan, because now the movie is in the Oscar run. So the nomination part will be clear by December middle, or before December end it will be clear. So if there is a nomination, the release will be after, international release will be after March. If there is no nomination, after by January the movie will be released internationally.
I'll kill that bloody bastard before he touches her again. What's going on?
No, the total, as of today, the figures is more than 2,500 will be worldwide. Even in India, initially we thought it will be less than 500 in India. But now the inquiry, because now the movie is dubbed to Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, and Malayalam. For the first time, I think 5 languages in India movies getting released after Gandhi and Slumdog. Okay. Even Slumdog did not get released in Malayalam initially. And actually, through this movie, we are showing the positive side of India abroad. Because I have seen many movies from India while attending many festivals and markets, and especially the Slumdog Millionaire. You look at it, because wherever we go, people look at Indians through Slumdog. So they all think that India is full of slums. That is not the thing. We are rich in all ways. Our culture is richer than everyone. Our family bonding is richer. You take our Ayurveda, that is the best alternative medicine in the world. You look at the artistical point of view, Navarasa, anyone got such a good concept. So in whichever angle you look at it, we are richer than anyone in the world.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Our next project is our second project already got over. That is Saint Dracula. That is a totally different concept. It was done in real 3D cameras, stereoscopic cameras. The shooting was in UK. All crew and actors, they were all from UK only. And we completed the project in a record time. We set a world record. It was a target actually. We decided the shoot will be complete in 20 days. No 3D movie ever produced in 20 days. So we had a big planning for that one. We worked almost 16 hours per day to complete that project in 20 days. And post-production, so we set a target. 40 days we should finish the product, and we should show it in the American film market. It already happened. The first screening was November 4th. We had the screening at American film market. It is because it's a very good subject basically, Dracula, internationally acceptable. But we are trying to change the face of Dracula through this movie, because normally Dracula is stamped as a vampire only, but Dracula is a national hero in Romania. He is a saint for the Orthodox, Christian Orthodox. So we are showing Dracula as a romantic hero in this one. Still, the horror is also there. So we can proudly say that this is the first 3D movie in the Dracula series. And our next project just started, the research already started, that is about the Somalian pirates. So it's a big project actually. It may take two years minimum to complete that project.